Hi, everybody. If you're here, don't know if anybody will show up. I just want to talk about a new deck I got and a few other things. So I'll just hang out for a little while, see if anybody shows up. Hopefully everybody's got all their groceries bought for Thanksgiving. Hi, Sharon. I just decided to do a live. Hi, Michelle. I was over there at watching Renee and Andrea, and they were wonderful. So interesting. Today in the mail, I had ordered some cards, and they're called the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards. And oh my God. So I pulled a card in today, and the past hi, Arlene. Nice to see you too. Oh, I love those little stickers. Those are cute. The question that I asked was basically, what was going to happen to me. And it said I was out of the woods and I made it through. That really thrilled me because I have been in the woods for 6 months and I do feel like I made it through. And it also gave me some wonderful mantras to say as well. Hi, Libra lady. Hi, Mark. Yes, I think that's where I got them. Yeah. I think they're fairly new. By Shannon Kaiser. And I like the oracles so much. I just thought this might be a fun one. And what I liked about them is that one of the things that I really ask of my guides and myself and the universe or whatever is for inner peace. That's what I ask for, right? Or freedom from fear, inner peace. And so when I saw these were Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards, I thought, that's fabulous. I got to get those. Those look really good. So, hello, Alice, Anna Banana, Sharon, Michelle My Belle, Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. Yeah. So if anybody wants me to pull a card for them, and I'll be happy to do it. But if you don't, that's fine. I really just wanted to make sure that everybody was, thanks. I just got a haircut. I went across the street and the gal that had cut my hair was there and she did my hair. And at first I felt like, except for the red, I felt like Lucille Ball because I don't have hair usually that I have all foofy. So yes, I just, there's something about going and getting your hair cut or getting your eyebrows waxed, which I haven't done, but all of that stuff, there's something about it that just makes you feel like you really love yourself. And it's really awesome. All right, Mark. All right, I'll pull a card for you. So I was telling the gal I felt really good, And Arlene, let me write these down so I don't miss anybody. So we're going to have Mark. Okay. And Kathleen and Arlene. Hi, Patty Palmer. Okay, on a banana. It was nice to be able to finish up. I have, Minnie and Michelle. I finished up my class and we're off now until the 29th, which is so nice. Okay. And then I only have a week left for 8 of my classes. So I'll only have 3 left to do over Christmas. That's not too bad. And I was going to go home today. I was going to drive home because I live 2.5 hours from my husband's office. And I just decided to stay and leave tomorrow after his work day because he's got a lot of people he's going to see tomorrow. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to shut the door because my husband likes to yell. Just talk really loud. All right, here I am. So he fell down Sunday night. he fell down the stairs running after the dog. And he has this big bump here and a big bump here. And now his eye is all black, like somebody punched him in the eye. He wouldn't go to the doctor because, doctors don't go to doctors. And I was worried he got a concussion. So, oh, thank you, dear. Thank you, Stephanie. That's very nice. Thanks, Patty. I went and got my hair done. And this isn't usually, I don't do all this fancy stuff with my hair. So that was $36 worth of a hairdo. So it's so good to see you all here. Thank you for coming and joining me today. Thank you. Everybody got their pies ready and their turkey soaking and all that other stuff. I'm having meatloaf. I'm just going to throw meatloaf together and I'm going to have pie and coffee with my daughter because my son can't come because he's got double gout on both feet. He can't even walk. All right, so I'm going to pull a card first for Marg because she asked first. And you'll have to bear with me because I'll have to look and see what it means because these are brand new. But yeah, not even close to ready. Okay. Well, I went and got gas because I thought a lot of people will be on the road tomorrow and I didn't want to not have gas. All right, so Marg, you are the truth seeker, awakening, actualizing, and transcending. Ooh. Let's see what that has to say. I think we're all the truth seeker in a lot of ways, but you're stepping into a new chapter of your life, Marg, which may feel like a whole new reality. This is a testament to the inner work you may have been doing. You're transforming at your core. You're in process of transmuting your pain and suffering and can now see its purpose. You're on a path of greater understanding, awakening to a higher version. Oh, I like this. Only you know what's best for you. I think that's true of all of us. Your transformation can feel like descending a rabbit hole for new knowledge and life's truths. And the more you learn, the more you awaken. Hallelujah to that. Absolutely. So let's see what it says here. You feel as if this new reality is not here yet. Worry not. The card reminds you your awakening and self-actualization will set you free. Keep doing your work, discovering new life truths, and follow your heart's pull and enjoy the transformation. So, all right. So you like that one, Marg, huh? That's a pretty good one. It's a beautiful card. Whoops, got to get it over here. See how the woman is falling deep into the rabbit's hole. There you go. Woohoo! Oh, Anna, you made 12 cheesecakes and 2 pies? Oh, wow. Yeah, Kathleen, a nurse would know. A nurse would know that doctors are stubborn. Plus, he's an old man. Old men are awful. They don't want to do what the wife says. You're welcome, Marg. I'm glad you liked it. I think these cards are awesome. All right, the next person I have is Kathleen. Kathleen J. Lightworker. All right, what do we got for you, Kathleen? All right, this is your card, Kathleen. Eliminate distractions. Stop shining light on things you are not. Ooh, we do that. We do that. We focus on what we are not instead of what we are. All right. Your soul has a unique language, Kathleen, and desires nothing more for you than to honor your true path, which I believe you're doing. But anyway, we often fall into society's traps by focusing on material things or success or approval. Have you been trying to solve a problem with old patterns? You might be splitting energy. Trying to please others at the expense of yourself. Oh boy, don't we do that? Wow. Free yourself from the need to have it all figured out. Just dive deeply. When you let go of what is taking your energy, fear, worry, self-sabotage, and habits, you will regain confidence in yourself by bringing your full power back. Pulling back energetically helps you clear boundaries. Carve out a line for what you will and will not allow in your life. You're drawn to this card as a reminder that you have been giving your power away by not creating clear boundaries. Have you been saying yes when you really want to say no? We do that. I did that for many, 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 many. I still do it in some ways. Sometimes I do it. I tell my students, no lates, never. I'm not taking any lates. I have to get my work done. And I get an email and it says, "Oh, Ellie, oh my God, I had this problem and I have that problem and I can't get this paper in." And I say, okay. Terrible. Wow, it's so nice to see everybody here. Thank you. I was really enjoying the discussion with Andrea and Renee, and I like the idea of how we can empower ourselves, each other, but it is very important to set boundaries, not just not just once in a while, but always. But the hardest thing for us to do is to set them. And I don't even want to say it's an age. It's not an age. To set them after a time where you didn't have any, because then people start pushing back. Well, what's wrong with you? You this and that, and you get that sort of pushback, especially from family. But yeah. But boundaries are important. They're important for you. They're important for others, and not to take things personally. I don't know if any of you have ever read Don Miguel Ruiz, The Four Agreements. Wonderful book, and something we all need to read. And the first one is don't take anything personally. And we do take things personally. We do. Oh, yes, Sharon, that's a great idea. Happy birthday to everybody this month. There you go. But we're now in Sagittarius season, I think. I think we're out of Scorpio season. I think we're into Sag. Yeah. Oh, you read it flowing. I'm glad. Yeah. It's worth it. It really is. All right. So, Arlene, your card is next. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Anita. Oh, I'm nice to see you. You got Alex with you, or is he taking the day off today? Hi, Faye. Yeah. Okay, so this one's for Arlen. Things are not what they seem. You are only trapped by your illusions. Ooh, very pretty. Very, very pretty. Unshakable inner peace oracle cards are what these are. So I'm doing that. Hi, Vivian. Nice to see you. Yeah, I know. Marie, it's so true. It's so true. I've had people actually come down on me and not give anybody else any crap when they do it. But when I do it, I'm not talking about here. I'm just saying in general. But when I do it, it's like, well, you why are you doing that? That isn't very nice of you. I'm setting a boundary. That's what I'm doing. All right, so let's read what yours has to say. I like this because you can't really see it, but it's a face, and it's sort of looking through the fingers like this. And again, it's things are not as they seem. You are trapped only by your own illusions, and we do have illusions. Do you feel that things should be different or that you should be further along in life? Okay, Cindy, I'll put you on the list. Thank you. And Ellen, okay. Have you ever felt that way? I have. Have you ever felt that way where you thought things should be different or that you should be further along in life, that you worked hard enough, you paid your dues, you did all that you had to do, you've paid the dues, you've done the work, you've sucked it all up and it's still not enough, or it still doesn't feel like you're where you want to be? Oh, yeah. Happened to me when I was about 50 to 52 years old. I had a master's degree, and I was working at a minimum wage job because that was the only job I could find. And I thought, what am I doing here? I went to college. I should be able to have something better than this. But I was just grateful I could pay my bills. So, yeah, but it's an awful feeling when you feel that way, I think. Are you working hard and seeing little to no results? We live in a system that says you have to be different, than you are in order to be accepted. Oh my God. Yes, Faye. Okay. Isn't that the truth? If you act a little bit different than everybody else, then you're a weirdo, or what's wrong with her, or she's really strange, or he's really weird. Or yeah, that's why I like to have my fun here. Yeah. All right, Arlene, I'm still working on it. We live in a system that says you have to be different. We believe that we have to work harder and faster to be successful. We've been handed a belief that we are not enough. And that belief, hi, Seascape, that belief is BS. It's BS. Don't buy it. Don't buy into that. Don't buy into that BS. You do not have to believe that you are not enough. You are enough. Always say you are enough. I am enough. I have a ring I wear. I don't have it on today. It says I am enough. I am. Yes. The same system tries to tell you that the answers that you seek are outside of you. And you know that's not true if you're on YouTube here. But the constant search for endless outside approval is exhausting. You'll never get enough of what you don't need. But this is the great secret to life, Arlene. The most precious of things is already within you. Don't you forget it. As you realize this truth, striving becomes a habit of the past. In other words, say that you are enough. Say that you do enough, you are enough, and let it go. Let it go. Yep. When you move past the idea of separation, which doesn't exist, we are all connected. So you're not alone. You aren't separated from anybody else. You can relax into the present moment and be more rather than do more. I think I've mentioned this before. We are human beings, not human doings. We are not human doings. So remember that. It doesn't mean to become complacent, because that's another end of the spectrum. It means find more synergy and energy in the moment by creating from the power within you. Hi, Deb. Excellent. Once you realize the never-ending achievement doesn't bring you what you want, you're free from the matrix's manipulation. Oh, how boy, is that ever true. Wow. That's right. So, Arlene Forney, this is your personal power. Rise up, wise one, and activate your authentic light. As you do, you start to see everything that has been manipulated to portray a specific outcome. Once you remove yourself, you're free to do whatever you want and embrace new opportunities as they come along. So there you go. I hope that resonated. All right. I am on the banana next. Hopefully these people are still here. I hope so. I'm trying to get to them. Yes, Faye, we are all kindred spirits. We're all here to lift each other up. There you go. Good for you, Arlene. Hi, Kathleen. I'm glad you're back. Oh, but you missed your reading. All right. Well, you can listen to it because it was there. All right. Anna's here. All right. These cards are awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Anna, your true tribe can't show up until you do. So let's see what this tells you to do about that. But you do show up. You do show up. I've seen you many times. Do you crave for deeper connection? So many of us live for others and make choices based on what others want from us. We put them first because we want to be liked and appreciated. And I don't care who you are or what you do. It's always nice to feel appreciated. It is. I mean, it doesn't mean we do this to stroke our egos or anything, but we like to be appreciated, and I appreciate you all. We do hide our true selves when we do this because we hide our light, and we often become depleted and exhausted because we're working too hard to keep everybody else happy. Are you hiding any pieces of yourself, Anna? Many of us think it's easier to go with the flow of the crowd, but in doing so, we sacrifice our truer self. We fear speaking up and not being liked. We believe it's a risk to show our true self. And I have spoken up before in my life and not been liked for it, and it was difficult. But you know what? I'm still here, so I survived. It's not easy to, walk that plank, But your true tribe can't find you until you start showing up as you, the authentic you, the real you. And it's not so hard to do. What do you stand for and what do you need from a true friend? Give yourself those gifts first. Love yourself. Know you are enough. Love the person that you are. If you want more appreciation, appreciate yourself. Guess what you draw to yourself? Appreciation. If you want more love, love yourself. There are people who want real, deep, meaningful connections, but they can't find you till you show up as your authentic self. And what that means is that it's who you want to be, how you want to be, not what everybody else expects you to be. And that is a very difficult road for a lot of people. Maybe not so much for us older people, but I could say that it still would be there for some of us. But when you're younger, it's really difficult. You don't want to show up as the real you because you fear of being ostracized. Are you really, Anna? Wow. All right. There are people out there waiting for deep, meaningful connections. And like you said, once you show up, they'll find you. Share all of you more openly. It is possible some people may fall away, but it makes more room for people to come in. Hi, Starfish. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I love you. The most amazing thing happens when you start to show the world the real you. Your emotional needs and your spiritual needs are met, and you get an honest reflection back. The world sees you in all your glory and loves you back. Connecting authentically with others is important for your own well-being. Just step away from the crowd and trust the rhythm of your heart. Accept who you are. The more you give yourself permission to show up and shine your real light, the more authentic everything will be. Wow. I like these cards so far. They have some really great messages. Even for people that may not have been, particularly asked to pull the card, somebody could get something out of that card that Anna, I pull for Anna. Hello, Sophie. Look at all the gang's all here today. Oh, it's so good to see everybody. Thank you. I think it's fun once in a while just to go live. Why not, right? Start a party and see who's coming, right? Oh, this deck. Isn't it a great deck? It's called the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle Cards. And I want to say that they're they must be new. It's from Sounds True. Yeah, 2021. They're by Shannon Kaiser, Kaiser. And I think I got them most likely at Amazon because I get most everything there. Yeah. You're welcome, Anna. Okay, is Minnie still here? Mini? I'm pulling on you next. That's okay. You do your baking. You do your baking with all your peeps. Your tribe is all here with you baking away. Oh, absolutely. I'm so sorry, Sophie. Are you both? You have more than one niece, I think. Are both of them ill? Or just one? Oh, yes, Minnie. Thank you. Okay, I'll pull one for you. Let us know what their first names are, would you, Soph? Just so, we don't have to know their last name, just their first name, and let's say a prayer up for them. Yeah. Both of them are ill. I'm sorry. My best friend's granddaughter and her husband are ill with COVID, and they both had double shots. And her son went away for the weekend, so she's got the two grandchildren, and she doesn't really feel that good either, but I don't know. All right, so let's just stop for a second, and I will pull yours next, Minnie, I promise. Emma Rose and Anne Friedrich. What beautiful names. Father, Mother, God, please lift up in prayer the wonderful nieces of Sophie, Emma Rose and Anne Friedrich. Help them in their illness. Give them peace and healing love from all of us, sending along. And of course, for her parents and her aunt, so that they can help them in their time of illness. Loving light of affection and love and healing surrounds them both for the highest good. Amen. Yep, I know all those Reiki ladies out there, and if there's any Reiki gentlemen, they'll be sending something out there for them. All right, Minnie, the how is the now. That's your card. The how is the now. That just reminds me of How Now Brown Cow. All right. You know, there's no other time but now, right? We can't live in the future. We can't live in the past. We can only live in the now, which is the present moment. And that's why it's called the present. Yeah. Yeah. The number one question that keeps us in a holding pattern is how. How do I get to where I want to be? How do I know which path to take? How will it unfold? We want to know how things will work out before we take the leap, don't we? We wish we just had all that information, because if it's going to be bad, we won't do it. If it's going to be good, how is it going to? We have to question it all the time. So we overthink it. We worry about it. And this keeps us stuck. We don't need to be stuck. Oh, yes, just his brother. Okay. You tell your brother, Sophie, that we love him and we're sending lots of love to his girls. You've pulled this card because you've been feeling in the need to know trap, Minnie. Wanting to know how and when something will happen. And this obscures the clarity that you seek. The how is the now, meaning that each step you take will reveal more along the path to you. When you take a step forward, the universe can then support you. Somebody else wants a card. Let's see. Wildflower. Okay. Yeah, you may not know right now, but something may show up, Minnie, that will say, oh, that was what that was about. The universe doesn't always respond to questions, but rather to actions. What guided action can you take? Instead of asking, how do I change my focus? And say, how can I do it now? How can I do this now, right now? Then listen for the direction. You may get an inkling. And don't think anything is impossible. Know that you will get your answer. If it's not immediate, it will be coming along. And look for the signs, because it will come. Whether you refer to it as a gut reaction, instinct, foresight, or knowingness, everyone has the gift of intuition. Absolutely. You all have intuition. You are all intuits. You just don't know you are sometimes. But you all have had that niggling little something or other there that's telling you the truth. And you're wondering, really? Let me tell you what happened with me with that, and you will understand. Pay close attention to the messages you've been receiving, Minnie. You'll know when you're being guided, because you'll feel a presence of love and comfort. You'll know what path is best. And does it feel light and playful and joyful? If so, that's great. Just like radio waves, loving guidance and new information from your higher self is constantly being broadcasted to you. It's just a matter of learning how to tune into it like a radio station. And trust yourself, and you'll be free. Trust yourself, and the answers will come. Absolutely. Good. So for me, I kept having dreams. This is when I was pregnant with my son, which was my second child and my second husband, 1984. I was pregnant with my son, and I just didn't feel like things were right. Something wasn't right, and I didn't know what it was. And it was more with my husband. It wasn't about me having the baby or anything. And I had dreams that he was always with this woman that he worked with. And it really disturbed me. And at some point, finally asked him. And he was with the woman that I was dreaming about. It was a nightmare. I was 8 months pregnant. I actually went into labor a month early. And I wasn't going to lose my baby, but, it was a very traumatic time for me. But I already knew. I I just already knew. Now, it doesn't have to be that it's a negative thing. It could be a very positive thing, that your gifts are coming or that something good is on the horizon or, certainly I'm thinking 2022 has got to be ahead of us and that looks pretty damn good. Let's make it good. So, Lauren, I'm glad that helped you too. Good. Okay, I'm up to Michelle Mabel. Somebody else, did I miss somebody else need a prayer? Lauren Hunsinger, you have a friend that's not well? Your friend Kathy and her dad? Okay, I just happened to catch it. Lauren, I hope that she's okay. I hope her dad is okay. I don't know what the situation is, but I want to send a lot of positive and loving energy to her and her dad and to you for being her friend. Yep, lots of love. Okay, hi, Michelle. I see you. Very good community here, Lauren, for sharing love and light with others. It really is. Everybody's so wonderful in the chat. So caring. Thank you all for being that way. I love you guys. You're really awesome. All right, Michelle Mabel. This is not your practice life, Michelle Mabel. You need to decide something. Ooh, look at this. It's a duality here. Ooh. All right. So what is it that you have to decide? Have you ever heard that this is life is not a dress rehearsal? Have you ever heard that? That's what this reminds me of. Enjoy life. This is not a dress rehearsal. Basically, a dress rehearsal is what you do before the performance, but this is the performance. So you have to do it now. You've drawn the card because you're at a crossroads and it's a time for you to decide, Michelle. No one knows you better than you. And it's time to trust your intuition. So I'm getting here that there's a lot of intuition. Yes, aren't they nice, Kathleen? That's why I wanted to come on and try working with them because I thought they were really nice. We are all intuitive. We just we've been taught not to be. Yes, we've been taught to, not to use this part of ourselves. Give yourself permission to connect on a deeper level with your soul's unique language. You can do this by following your heart and stepping into your purpose. You're being called to evolve and trust yourself more deeply. And you should honor the nudge. You have your own path, and it doesn't look like anybody else's. And that's what's so great about it. Hi, Valerie. Hi, girl. Glad you're here. We're having a little party on a Tuesday. Listen to the inner nudge and honor the direction. You have your own path that looks like nothing like anybody else's. Wow. So you know in your heart of hearts what you really want. Is that right, Michelle Mabel? I think so. This is not your practice life. Don't waste it doing what you don't want to do. I don't care if you're 55 or 65 years old and you want to embark on a brand new career. Do it. If that's what you want to do. I taught freshman English about 10 years ago to a 67-year-old nurse, wannabe nurse. She was starting from a bachelor's degree. She was a computer person and she wanted to be a nurse, and she decided to go back to college at 66, but she had to get a bachelor's first before she could get into the nursing program where she could get her nursing degree. As far as I know, she's doing it still, and that would put her near 80 now. Why not? Why not? And I know you're not that old, Michelle Mabel. Your calling is calling you. This is the sign. Trust the voice and be ready to be who you were destined to be. And Ron shows up. And hi, Watcher. Hi, glad you're here. Oh, you received the call. Okay. Good girl. Good girl, Michelle. So Ron and Valerie and hi, Pierrette. And anybody else that comes in. These are the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle cards by Shannon Kaiser. And I just got them about an hour and a half ago. And I said, I got to go on and use them. I want to try them out. Well, they're really great. The only problem is the message has to be read. because it is a rather lengthy message, and I can't remember them all, but I like them. I like them. I really have to like cards in order to use them a lot. So I use my same old stuff, but I use my cards by Oil Painter, and I use the surrender cards and I have quite a few of them, but some of them just don't resonate. Oh, good for you. I'm so glad you're going to do that, Watcher. You do it. Oh, good, Stephanie. I'm glad to hear that they're connecting to you. That's awesome. Okay. Patty Palmer, it's your turn. Oh, you were on with Dean? Oh, he's a great guy. Everybody get a chance to go over and see the Hermit's Corner with Dean. He's pretty new, pretty good guy. Ron was just on with him. And yeah, that's awesome. Dean came on about a week or so ago with me. And everybody laughs. Somebody laughed at me because I know everybody's real name. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Yeah. Okay, this is for Patty Palmer. Patty Palmer. Express yourself creatively. Start something new, Patty. Ooh, I think you need to anyway. You need to do something for Patty, not for anybody else. Okay, Watcher, I'll put you on the list. I have a few left. All right. Patty, we pulled this card for you because what was is no longer supporting your growth. So leave it behind and start something new. That's hard for you, I know, Patty, because you have a lot invested in others. This is a grand opportunity to focus attention not on what is falling away, but what is trying to emerge. What do you want for your future? What do you want to explore? The magic of new beginnings surrounds you, and it's ripe with possibilities. Is there a project or idea that keeps coming back? Dust them off. Bring out whatever you want. Take a new class, or hobby. You can revisit an old project. Let yourself be drawn into the creative process. Patty, I would even go as far as to say, get an adult coloring book, sit down and color. And that is where when I came back to everything that I have done, what I have done more than anything is sit in color for a long time. It's a very Zen state. I'm not too fussy about it. I try to get them big enough so I don't have to have real tiny little things. I use the glitter pens, or the ones that are like that. I used to use crayons, but it's hard to stay in the lines. But you could use coloring pencils. I know this sounds really but honestly, it really brought me back. It made everything start working again for me, to get out of my mind. Give yourself the gift of being one with your creative endeavors, and just do it for joy. Just do it for fun. Just do it for joy. Just do it for Patty. That's it. The action of starting something brings your power back to the present moment, which creates more balance in your life. And if we don't have balance, if we're out of balance, because we focus too much on this part or on that part, then we start to sort of fall apart. We need the balance. It's true of good, and it's true of things that aren't necessarily good. I mean, it's true of physical, and it's true of spiritual. If you do too much spiritually and you don't spend any time in your personal life or taking care of yourself, that's not good. But if you only care about other people and not about yourself and not your spiritual self, that's not good. So it's this constant battle to be. So put yourself just in the flow and start doing maybe some coloring. If you don't like coloring, maybe a puzzle. You don't have to get a 1,000-piece puzzle. I hate them if they're that hard to do. Get a 300-piece puzzle, and you get a little more satisfaction. Oh, well, that's good, Kathleen. Oh, Kathleen Lightworker is close to 500 subscriptions. If anybody hasn't been over to see Kathleen J. Lightworker, please do. She'll get her own community page at 500, and she's excited about that. And so, yeah. Yes, mandala coloring books are really awesome. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do next time I do a giveaway. I'll give away some adult coloring books. Christmas is coming. I I got to write it down. I'm an old woman. Oh, God. Patty, use the opportunity to dive back into your creative process. We all need to explore and experiment and expand our consciousness with different activities, projects, and ideas. What you want is possible when you allow yourself to dream in the empty space between where you were and where you want to be. It's in the now. Believe in yourself. Life is a circular evolution where everything is connected. When something ends, it's the birth of a beautiful new awareness. So take the time to create. Absolutely. Sending you love, Patty Palmer. Lots of love. All right. I believe Ellen was the next one. Yes, Valerie, it's so much fun. Honest to God, it is. I even sometimes I'll sit in color and I'll just have like a podcast on, or I'll listen to some music, or maybe the news if I feel like listening to the news, which isn't. Hi, Sherry. Boy, everybody's so kind. It's so good to see you all here. So this is for Ellen. Are you ready? You're welcome, Patty. I'm sending you lots of love. You know it. Okay, Ellen. Great awakening. Walk in your truth and stand firm in your light. Look at that little girl. She's coming up over a crest, and look what's ahead of her. All that magical stuff, including the moons and Saturn and everything. Woohoo! Very cool. Haven't had any doubles yet today. Ellen, at this point in your spiritual journey, you're being pulled in between your old life and the new life. I think a lot of us are, and I think this is very timely, actually. Many of us feel sort of in a dry desert, I guess. You know, we may have come from something dry, but we're heading toward that mountain, like this picture. You know, heading toward the higher planes. We're working on it. It doesn't happen overnight, so. You've even started to wake to new possibilities, ideas, and dreams. The real you has arrived and is emerging in all that it came here to be. Wonderful. You're multitasking, reading and typing while you listen. Life is a circus. It could be a circus too. Yes. Hi, Cindy. I'll put you on the list. All right. Life is a circus. Oh. Which reminds me of, what is it? Not my circus, not my monkeys, right? Okay, Val. I'm going to say that that's probably the last one that I can take because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So, okay. Everything that you've been through is part of your growth and your great awakening. Did you know that you've been preparing for this? The path to wholeness, well-being, and enlightenment can feel lonely if you're growing faster than those around you. Oh my God. Has that happened to you before? It's not that you're any better than anybody else. It's not that you're elevated any higher than anybody else, but you're growing faster than those around you, and you kind of feel out of place. I think the first time I felt that way was, I was in a restaurant or a shop by myself, quietly eating, but listening to people talking all around me. And then they were saying like, well, she said this and he did that. And then they did this. And, oh, that's a jerk. And or, well, I don't know which nail polish I really need to get. And, oh, yes, it's like so trite. It's just so trite. It's like 3D, I guess. I don't know. I hate saying that I'm not any better than anybody else. It's just that to me is really, really trite and really boring. So I don't know. It's when you wake up sort of to the fact that this isn't a dress rehearsal, this is life. Oh my God, I got to make some changes here. Then you listen to that, you think to yourself, really? Okay, it was probably me last week. No. The path to wholeness, well-being, and enlightenment can feel lonely. This is a reminder that you're never alone, that the great love surrounds you at all times. So keep pursuing your passion and living from your heart. State your desires, state your dreams and intentions aloud to the universe. Look in the mirror and say it. I am a wonderful person and I want to be successful and I want to love and be loved, whatever it is that you want. The earth needs your light. The earth needs your light. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and knowing your true self will set you free. Beautiful, huh? Like the woman on the card, you too can root yourself in your inner knowing and connect to Earth's healing love. Walk barefoot on the sand or the grass and ground yourself. Absolutely. And if you can't walk barefoot because it's freezing cold where you are and the snow's on the ground, just walk on the earth, even in your shoes. And just envision that the earth is growing up through the balls of your feet. Ground yourself. Ground yourself and know that you are divinely loved. I can't figure out if this is somebody named Andy or is it Cindy? I can't read my A's or E's. Let's see. That's a big one. Who is it? Oh, it's Cindy. Cindy Monton. Cindy Monton, are you still here? All right. All right. There's two Cindys, though. There's another Cindy here. Or did you ask twice? All right. Have you guys started listening to Christmas music yet, or you wait until Thursday afternoon? I've been listening to it because I love it, and it doesn't last long enough. I love Burl Ives. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and you down the street. Like him. Bing Crosby, Andy Williams. I actually like Bing Crosby with David Bowie. There's a song they sing together that's really nice. And I still like John Lennon. And so this is Christmas. That was in 1972. I would never forget. All right. Cindy, 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 this is for you. Cindy, there is strength in doing nothing. Wait. Did you know there was strength in doing nothing? I did. It's hard not to do nothing, though, or hard not to do something when you want something to happen, but it doesn't work, usually. Just like nature has its seasons, we have seasons of our soul. There's a time for planting seeds, harvest, growth, and celebration, rest, and renewal. Understanding the seasons of your soul's growth will help you navigate life. Often we feel really stuck when we're just initiating new levels of consciousness. Hi, Ellen. Really? Well, that's good. I'm glad that resonated with you. Thank you for letting me know. Wildflower, you don't do anything. That's all right. It's all right. If you feel stuck, though, it's because you're trying to grow at a different level. So you have to just kind of sit down and take it easy. Often you are in a phase of realignment. Perhaps you've been pushing and working hard with few tangible results. When this happens, it's human nature to push harder. But your true self has an easier plan. Relax, release, and surrender. Phew. Goodbye. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, Silver Bells is a beautiful song. Yeah, I agree with that, Kathleen. Stop pushing so hard. You're not having a baby. No, it doesn't say that. Stop pushing so hard and wait it out. But yeah, if we did try to push a baby out when it was not time to push a baby out, just ask those nurses here. You can damage the baby and yourself. So you have to hold back. You have to hold back a little bit. We've been conditioned to believe if we push harder, we will achieve more and be more successful. But there is more power in the pause. And actually, that's an Asian idea as well. Just allow it to flow. Pushing doesn't make it so. Many times it screws it up. So if you can just wait and you can allow it to go on its own, absolutely. This is not about surrendering your desires and dreams, but relaxing into the flow of life. Oh, right, flowing? Right. She's got the idea. um, it's not the time to rush ahead. Things are happening behind the scenes, so don't forget that, Cindy. Practice by being patient. Oh, it says that do some things that I absolutely agree with. Number 1, rest. Take sea salt baths. Journal, meditate, or connect with spirit guides. There's power in pausing, and everything will make sense soon, but your higher self is urging you to just regroup, reevaluate, and rest, because you're going to know when the next phase is ready to go. Yep, right, Kathleen, it has to happen in its own time. Yep. To all things, there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven, right? Yeah. Okay, the next one is for Miss Faye. Miss Faye, Miss Faye. All right. I know, Lauren. Boy, I know. I waited 6 months for this woman to sell us our practice, and the last day that we were ready to go, she changed her mind. And we were already ready, though, for us to have it. So what we did was we just did it anyway. But there was power in that pause. We did take the time to look and not jump into anything really too fast, which is a really good sign. All right. Ooh, Faye, you create your own reality. What you want wants you to. Have you ever heard that before? That which you are seeking is also seeking you. That's one of my favorite things. So in other words, you're wanting to find people of like mind. Like-minded people want to find you. You're wanting to start a new venture, and everybody needs that service or that new type of thing. And so, had you never heard that? What you are seeking is also seeking you. Yeah, it's really cool. It really is. And I'm guessing that what I was seeking was spiritual community. And when I came to YouTube, I realized other people were seeking spiritual community. And so I had like-minded people that were looking for me as much as I was looking for them. And some of them have channels and some of them are subscribers. And even those of us who have channels are others subscribers to others' channels. So it's our community all coming together in this beautiful abstract painting, because we're all different. My husband's doing a Santa photo shoot. Got his booster. You know what? I'm going to answer this not necessarily from a psychic point of view, but more from things I've read and learned about the boosters. The boosters, I don't know what Moderna booster, they only give you half of it, and you have up to a 96.7% rate of, because no matter how long ago you had your shots, it's gone down. Now it's back up again if you get the booster. And I think Pfizer's very close to that. So I would say that you would be about as safe as you could be, 96% out of 100. I'm not a scientist, but I also will say that my best friend's daughter and her husband are 33 and 34 or 32 or something. They didn't have boosters, and they're very, very sick with COVID. But you had the Pfizer. Okay. Yeah. And Pfizer's good too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it has a very high rate, and the booster is what they're thinking from now on will be this will just be what the plan is, that everybody will get 3 shots. Now anybody can get them, by the way. You don't have to wait for age or beauty. Yeah. I think that's so funny because your husband's doing a Santa. He's a Santa. And so is Kathleen Lightworker's husband. He's a Santa Claus. My husband could be if he had a beard. But. Okay, here we go. Oh, hold on. Shorty wants to go see the new person here. Oh, why are you in here anyway? Who let you in? Oh, my goodness. All right. All right, Faye, I'm back. Faye, you create your own reality. What you want wants you to. Your life is unfolding in a creative adventure. Everything you're experiencing is part of your soul's plan. That should make you feel good, actually. Sometimes we feel like we don't deserve to be happy or embrace the goodness, especially when others aren't as blessed. But this blocks the blessings that are trying to come in. So never tell yourself, oh, poor them, I'm lucky and they're not, or what. No, we don't want to block anybody's blessings, including our own. It's not selfish to want more than the good things that you have. It isn't. You are welcome to have them. You don't have to apologize for having, if in fact good things are happening. If you find yourself in transition, maybe you haven't got there yet, not fully where you used to be, but not where you want to be, practice being more present, being right in the now. Go out for a walk and try to look at the things and be in that space and look at the trees and look at the sky and be fully present in what's going on. They say that people who drive by a place in their car 20 times a week never notice the small things, but when you walk by, you see them. That's being fully present. If you find, do more of what you love, this will help you create a new life that feels good, both on the inside and manifesting on the outside. This is your opportunity to co-create with the universe by planting seeds of your desires. If you lack any clarity, pay attention to the insights, visions, and dreams you have. Your higher self and universal support system are always working to nudge you into peace and happiness. They're always on your side, really. Your higher self and universal system need to be trust in the visions and focus on the things you want to bring in. Surround yourself with positive energy and joy. And hold on to your hat, because it's going to be really a great ride for you soon if it isn't right now. Go beyond what you know and dream even bigger. Your life is wonderful and a creative unfolding adventure. But be clear about what you want and why you want it, and then let yourself be pulled in with wonder, joy, and inspiration. I hope all your dreams come true, Faye. I really do. Okay. Joyce, okay, I'll stick you on the end. I'm almost, oh gosh, I've been here almost an hour. So I can't really take any more after her, but I will do what I can. These again, for those of you who came in late, unshakable inner peace cards. Wonderful. Okay. The next person I have to read for is Wildflower. And I love her avatar very much. Sure thing. Oh, here's your Facebook photo. Oh, yes, my dad had COPD. Be careful, honey. You know, Santa Claus can wear a mask up until the moment they take the picture. He could probably even wear one anyway, because Santa Claus needs to be kept alive. How are we going to, what kind of Christmas are we going to have with no Santa? Right? He doesn't want COVID. No. All right, Wildflower, here we go. Deep inward journey. You'll be rewarded for the work. All right, what's it say here? One of the fundamental needs we have as humans is to be deeply heard, acknowledged, and understood. It's really awful when we aren't heard, if people don't listen, if you sense that, you know, you're talking and other people are focusing on something else, or, you know, they're thinking about something. It happens. It happens to all of us, you know, it can happen. So many of us look outside of ourselves to fill this need. We chase, we climb until we realize no quick fixes can heal that part which must be nurtured on our insides, right? In other words, you know, take 2 aspirin and lay down for an hour and then you're just going to feel wonderful. None of that quick fix could happen in taking care of our needs. We've drawn this card for you as a notice that your inner world needs tending to right now. Okay. The only way to understand your magnificence is by going on this inward journey. And you'll always be rewarded for the deep healing that comes with it. On the other side of the work is pure self-compassion, joy, love, forgiveness, and ultimate inner peace. Wow, that would be a wonderful reward. Wow, 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 wow. Hi, Bohemian Sag. Your inner self consists of your hidden feelings, memories, thoughts, beliefs, prejudices, wounds, perspectives, shadows, and all other mental or emotional conditions that influence your ability to transform and feel your complete wholeness. We do have a lot of stuff that weighs us down. And the longer we live, the more stuff we have that weighs us down. And it's like having, it's like hoarding. It's like hoarding, but it's on the inside. We have all this baggage that, who needs that? But we have it. It's like, you watch that show Hoarders and you can't even walk into the room because there's so much junk there. You trip over it. You could even end up dying because it could land on your head. I know you've seen at least one of those shows. The same thing is with our thoughts and our memories and our desires and wants and disappointments and all those other things. When you do the inner work, then you move past your fears, any addictions you might have, limitations, depressions, loneliness, and low vibration feelings of unworthiness. And we do tend to do that. Yes, so much so, Wildflower, absolutely. And we take it in spiritually and we take it in emotionally. It's not just material. Yeah, absolutely. So when you do some inner work, clean it out, maybe work with it, start saying nice things about yourself, start feeling nice things about yourself, that you're very worthy, that you are very loved, that you love yourself, and stop looking at yourself and saying, if I didn't have this or I didn't have that or whatever, and we all do it at times. We think, oh my God. But when you do this, you carve out a brave new path for your growth. Your future's paved with new, expansive beginnings as you heal the past. So you bring the light of awareness into the conscious, unconscious, and subconscious. You are in a period of learning. When you dive deeper, you'll see the aspects of yourself that need to be understood and healed. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Recognize that this is a process that's never over, everybody. You cannot heal yourself and then never take care of yourself again. It's continuous. We have to heal ourselves many times, and the only person that can heal us is us. Healing doesn't happen overnight. Recognize the process is never over. As I said, the path of the spiritual seeker is unfolding forevermore. That's the journey of your soul that carries over into lifetimes. And if you commit to the inner work, you'll turn your pain into power and positively influence others. Because when you heal yourself, you help heal the world. Soul work involves shining a light inward to integrate repressed aspects of your being. Stay strong and steady. Absolutely. Absolutely, Wildflower. Know that you're not alone. Know that there are many others that have gone before you, that are here with you in the same situation, just a different set of circumstances, and will be there for you also. But yes, we are all here for you. And we are all walking similar paths. And we all need to know that we're here for each other. And we're here for you, Wildflower. Absolutely. Can't heal other people. Can't heal anything if you don't heal yourself. Sure, Wildflower. My pleasure, dear. Watcher, are you here? Watcher. Watcher. Mm-hmm. All right, what do we got for Watcher today? Oh, Deb, I'm glad you got your booster. I had mine a couple weeks ago. I'm really feeling much more capable, I think is the word. I'm not so afraid to go places. All right. Woohoo! Watcher, take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure. I think we had this. We might have had this one. But life is a creative adventure. Isn't that awesome? Let's see. You don't have to live epically and tackle everything on your bucket list to live a meaningful life. Ooh, there you are. Oh, I'm glad you had your booster. Yeah, you know what? Many people think, I remember my father saying, and he was, fairly old at the time he was saying it, but he said, I didn't do anything with my life. My life was a total waste. I never did, I never did what I should have. No one will remember me in another blank number of years or whatever. And I'm like, Dad, at the very least, you made people laugh. You made people smile. You raised 3 great kids. You did that. I'm telling him all the things he did that he doesn't realize he did. And yet he still had this sense that there was something missing. But, I can't fulfill all of those spiritual things for him. But, yeah. So a good life is one that's aligned with your values and your integrity. What do you stand for? What matters most to you? When do you feel the most alive and enjoy? This is your invitation to actively participate in the creation of a beautiful and bold life, Watcher. Take responsibility for your life as a creative adventure, for through your choices and perceptions, you create your reality. And you do. The decisions you make and the choices you align with create your life. The question becomes, what kind of life do you want to live? You've drawn this card because there may be an imbalance in your thoughts. You may feel like a victim in some of the harassments of life, but this is a reminder that you're in control of your reactions. You may not be in control of what happens, but you're always in control of your reaction to it. You're being called to see that you are still possibly harboring negative, harmful emotions toward yourself. And we do that. We're the worst for ourselves, honestly, or some others. So just release them with love. To be a victim is somebody who feels like life is happening to them is a choice. And when you believe you've been wronged, you have no power. But the truth is, like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, always had the power, right? So do you. You have it. When you are in a victim mentality, you blame, shame, and guilt others. You can't be a victim and master at the same time. Step into the creator consciousness. You have infinite power and trust the greater intelligences of life. Everything you have that you experience, whether it's good or bad, is part of the conscious co-creation because you participate in it by either resisting, accepting, or following it. And this I know to be true. We are all participants. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome, Kathleen. Thank you. Yeah. So I don't think that's negative, Watcher. I just think it's a reminder that, you can co-create, and you can also be in a situation that you're not very comfortable in and you don't like at all, and you can choose to have a different reaction to it or move to some other thought and idea. I think that's hard to do sometimes. So, but I have every confidence in you. Absolutely. All right. Oh, Joyce. Oh, you're last. Okay. So is there another Cindy here besides, was there another Cindy here that asked to be read? Thanks, Watcher. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Valerie and then Joyce, and then I'm going to bow out because it's been over an hour, but I'm really having a good time. Thank you for all being here. You're so good. You're so good. Patty, I don't want you sitting around worrying about it, honey. I know you have to be cautious of your husband. And yes, Starfish says put a bubble of protection around him and don't have fear. Absolutely. And I know you love him. Yeah. I know you're a warrior. Yeah. And it's okay. But remember, you're a spiritual person. You have personal power. So does he. Just take all your precautions. And it sounds like you've been doing that with COVID shots and all that. Because you have to live your life too. Okay, Valerie. Ooh, this is a cool one. Your true tribe can't, this is your true tribe. Your true tribe can't show up until you do. We did read this one earlier. But you know what, Valerie? I love the picture. Look at there's 2 ladies and they're holding out their arms under the moonlight. And they're saying, you don't, and you know what? You don't need more than one other to make a tribe. And I think it's a way of starting it anyway, right? A tribe comes. You remember that movie that I love so much, Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come. And that's what you did. Hi, Pierrette. You know what? I think maybe I missed. Did you ask for a card, Pierrette? Let me know, okay? I don't want to skip over you. All right. So, Valerie, do you want a deeper connection? So many of us live for others and make choices based on what others want. We put them first because we want to be liked and appreciated and so forth. But don't hide any pieces of yourself. Many of us think it's easier to go with the flow of the crowd, but in doing so, we sacrifice our true selves. We fear speaking up and not being liked. We believe it's a risk to show our true selves. I don't see you as being that way, but you could have some insecurities. But the opposite is true. Your true tribe can't find you until you start showing up, and you have been showing up. Just took you a little while. Okay, you're welcome, Pierrette. Use this opportunity to start being more honest with yourself. What do you stand for, and what do you need from a true friend? Do this. Yes, I like this because it says, give yourself that, whatever it is you'd like from others. Give yourself that first. The love, the appreciation, the connection, the attraction of like-minded. There are people waiting for deep, meaningful connections. And I know you're working and you have deep, meaningful connections because I've worked with you before many times. But show the real you. Don't be afraid. When I was on with Andrea the other night, I had that horns, like deer head and flowers. And somebody said, I'm so happy that you're comfortable with being goofy or something like that. And I thought, absolutely, absolutely. Being goofy is the best. I love it. Yeah. The most amazing things happen, Valerie, when you share openly with others. Some people may fall away, but this makes room for more people that are genuinely should be in your life. This may be people even outside of this community, of course. Your emotional and spiritual needs are met when you start showing up and you get an honest reflection back. The world finally sees you in your glory and in turn loves you back. Connecting authentically with others is important for your well-being. It just takes a willingness to step away from the crowd, and it's worth it because you'll feel the peace and joy. And I definitely agree with that. Yeah. I feel sad sometimes because there's so much misunderstanding of how do I say it? There's misunderstanding in words. There's misunderstanding in writing. There's misunderstanding in emails. In other words, there's misunderstanding in talking about something and saying, oh boy, did that happen to you? And oh, that's awful. Or I don't like that. Or I do like that. Or whatever it is. And other people think, this person is not like me at all. I thought they were like me, but they're really not. And they're really rude, or they're really, and sometimes it's just a bad day, an event. Some people vent. They just vent, and they feel better after they vent. But other people take it as something else. And I think we all have that happen, whether it's in our personal life or not. And I also think we have it with people that do not understand us or where we come from because they don't believe in the same things we do. So they think we're really strange. I've had that happen many times. I don't really care. You don't have to like me. I mean, I'd like you to like me, but I can't change who you like or not, So, but I find it interesting that I've had people in the past that were very close to me. And one day they just ghosted me, I guess is the new word that everybody says. And I just didn't get it. It was so weird, but can't do anything about it. Hello, Becca. How's the weather over in the UK? Wow, I'm so glad to see you. I hope that helps, Val. I love you. All right, I got one more I'm doing, and it's for Joyce. This is a pretty cool one, Joyce. This says, oneness is the way. Look at this woman. My goodness. She looks like she's a... How can you show more compassion and acceptance towards those you don't understand? This is for me, too. Becca, I'm using a brand new deck. It's called the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle Cards by Shannon Kaiser, and they're beautiful. The only problem with them is I have to read the book because I don't know them all. Oh, it's gray over there. I'm sorry. I don't like to have to read. People don't like that. They, but I'm getting there. All right. So this one's cool. Oneness is the way. Woohoo. All right. Here you go. This is for you. Joyce, I love you, Val. Thank you, darling. Are you harboring any negative emotions because of other people? Joyce, look at the people you are resisting and judging. Any troubled relationship is a reflection of any unhealed emotional wound within yourself. Oh my God, how true is that? If I sit down and think about it, if I have a problem in a relationship, I've never thought until recently, meaning maybe 5 or 10 years, that, oh, I own half of this problem. Thanks, Bohemian Sag. I do too. I think they're pretty cool. But we don't think we own half the problem because that person's being a jerk. And I don't know, you just don't see yourself as being part of the equation. But I guess we are 50% of the equation. When you look at someone else and project any judgment on them, you're hurting yourself because you're putting more negativity out. Oh, yes. So we do need to be reminded of that. And I'm having this problem with this particular person who we were trying to deal with the last 6 months. And I don't want to put any more negativity out. There's already enough out there. But at times, yes. Okay. You're being asked to see the people who are causing you stress in a more loving manner. Oh, does that include some of the Congress that we have to deal with here? Everything is connected to everything else. We are all one. What you do, say, think, or believe will have a corresponding effect on others and the universe around you. We are all connected, and that means everything we do has a ripple effect. And I know you guys know that, and can impact the collective, not just you. Remember that your actions matter and making a difference in the world. If a person causes you stress, instead of seeing them as separate from you, use the opportunity to recognize the higher self within you and in them. They're communicating. Our higher selves communicate with others. That's why so many times you get an uncomfortable feeling, or, it's like, you think about somebody and you're kind of feeling funky about it. It's because your higher self is connecting to them on some level, and you're getting the message, and maybe they're talking ass about you. Who knows? When you become one with the other, you become one with all of the existence. Once you tap into the infinite love and power of your higher self, it's beyond your individual personality, and you can't keep yourself separate from other people. So, Joyce, I don't know if that resonates with you. Hopefully, on some level it does. But sometimes, hi, Arlene. I went to the hairdo lady today. Thanks. I felt like Lucille Ball earlier. I said to her, my hair's never been this foofy. If it was red, I'd think I was Lucille Ball. So, yes, everybody. These are pretty cool cards, and I think these would be really, really good for introspection. In other words, you could pull one a day, or you could pull one for yourself, and you get a kind of a cool answer here with these cards. And for me, the reason I even bought these, first of all, they're oracles, and I like oracles. Second of all, inner peace is what I'm always searching for. Always. It's my favorite thing to do. Yeah. What kind of question did you have, Patricia? Because I'm pretty much almost an hour and a half into the show. And, thank you. You know what happened? There were longer thing below. Like, it was a butterfly wing. And there was another, but there was a longer plastic one and it broke off. So I had to break off the plastic one on the other one or it would look stupid. So yeah, I love Oracle cards too, Arlene. Very much so. Yeah, I do. What kind of question did you have, Patricia Ann? Anything? Will I get a job soon? Okay. So I'm guessing that you're actively looking for a job. Good evening, Clean Music Lover. I'm glad you're here. Will I get a job soon? I have these cards. They're kind of blunt. They're called the, what are they called? The Windows of the Soul. Let me pull that one. Let's see. Oops, upside down. So I'm guessing you're looking for a job. Are you physically looking for a job, or are you just waiting to see if a job comes through, or? I always, when I am looking for work, I'm the type of person, I'm probably a rotten person. I haven't had to do this for many years though, but I always would just take any job until I could find another one that I really wanted. Like, but you know what happens? The minute you take a job, the better one comes through. That happens. Okay. Thanks, Arlene. You have a good night. Oh, good. Yeah. Good, Patricia. Okay. Because it makes a difference if you're looking. All right. Let's see. Ooh. Change paths. Are you thinking about getting a job in the same industry or field that you had it before? Or are you looking for something new? Change paths. Ooh. Surrender to divine timing, Patricia. And divine timing is, we can't tell you when that is, but you'll know when it is. Sometimes it may differ from your ego timing. And I sense that when you're looking for work and you're waiting to hear if you'll get it, that that's your ego saying, am I going to get a job? And that's okay, because you need a job. But sometimes if the goal isn't manifesting fast enough, you need to be patient and trust the universe to come through. And you may have to change paths, meaning that you may find something that would be, I don't know, in a different field or a different area, or go back to school. I don't know. I don't even know if that's possible for you. I think it's possible, but I'm not, a lot of people don't want to do that. So I hope that helps. Sorry. You're very open. Okay, good. The best thing to do is to be very open. I'm getting that. So you have to trust that the timing will show itself to you and that you can be very open to different paths. Yeah, good luck. Good luck is right. That's awesome. Thanks for asking the question. Folks, I love you all. I really do. I've been on here. Happy Thanksgiving, Vivian, and everybody else that's been on here with me today. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. It means a great deal to me. Love you guys. And I hope everybody has a fabulous Thanksgiving. And if you're not celebrating Thanksgiving, you can, of course, still be thankful for all you have and all the gratitude that all the things that have heretofore been there for you, including good friends and community. So love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.